Welcome to Viking Spotlight, a podcast about people, events, and projects in the North Canton City School District. I'm your host, Jeff Wendorf. Today we have Keri Burick with us, the president of North Canton Area Chamber of Commerce. She helps with local businesses network, grow, and develop their connections with the community. She plans large-scale events in the community, such as this past year's Main Street Festival and Winterfest. Keri's lived in North Canton her entire life. She graduated from Glen Oak High School, received her undergraduate degree in English from the University of Dayton, and her master's degree in Library and Information Science from Kent State University. Prior to working at the Chamber, she worked at the North Canton Public Library for over 20 years. She's the board president of two local organizations. One is Positive Ohio, which helps eliminate the homeless dog population, and the North Canton Ladies Literary Club. Keri and her husband have raised two daughters, both graduates of Hoover High School recently, and she has 3 dogs and a tortoise at home. Welcome to Viking Spotlight, Keri.
Thank you for having me today. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, we're excited to have you and learn more about the Chamber.
Wonderful.
We know that the Chamber of Commerce is an active organization and one that promotes the city and makes our community a better place for its residents. Can you help us understand a little bit more about the Chamber and its mission?
Sure. So the Chamber has been around since 1959. We've been running for just over 60 years, and the mission of the Chamber is to help local businesses grow and thrive in this community, and also be inviting to new businesses looking for an opportunity in a community. We also try to help out our community feeling as a place where people love to live and play and work and really enjoy themselves and raise their family and grow old here. So we kind of encompass a lot of different things, but one of our main purposes is definitely to help our local businesses, whether it's through networking or benefits that help lower costs for them, or looking at local, state, or federal laws that would affect a business. So we're definitely into the economic development world too. And we do all kinds of different things.
Right, lots of things. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I know that North Canton in general is not a high industry base, commercial industry, but a lot of retail, if you will, and offices and so on. So who makes up the membership of the Chamber of Commerce?
So we range from larger companies such as Diebold to our smaller businesses, whether it's the Howlin' Bird, which is one of our really fun local restaurants, to some of our smaller businesses such as CyberShift's Technologies that helps companies with their technology and their businesses. So we range. It's definitely not a one-size-fits-all kind of a chamber, but we try to help everyone in whatever needs that we can as a resource.
Sure. About how many members?
So we have about 450 members.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's great.
And growing all the time.
Yeah. And some of those, I think, and I'm on the board
yeah.
too, so I a little inside information.
Right.
But some of those are not in North Canton proper. They're in Greater Stark County, Greater Canton area, and you think of some businesses and so on in the near area. We'll say regional.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So we have businesses anywhere from Plain Township to Carroll County, Portage County, so from all over the place. About 5 years ago, the Chamber decided to widen their reach and change the name to the North Canton Area Chamber of Commerce. And we found that a lot of businesses will belong to numerous chambers because each chamber kind of helps in different ways. We all specialize in different things and have different member benefits. So we figured that we could build our membership and our network by creating that kind of regional title. And so it's really benefited us.
Sure. Great. So you mentioned benefits and you mentioned some other things a few minutes ago. What are some of the major advantages of being a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
Sure. I think one of the biggest parts of being a member of the Chamber is the network that has been built between our businesses and community. So that's kind of overall. So some of the things that we do to encourage that is our networking groups. We have a breakfast networking group, we have a lunch networking group, and we also have a game night. So we actually encourage people to come. They can give a small commercial about themselves. And it's really fun to watch. So just a little story. Right after the holidays, we had our lunch networking, and it was a very small group. We expected it to be because of the holidays. And it was really great because I had 3 or 4 people there that all deal with our aging population, their business does. And they didn't know about each other. And the connection that they made and the fact that they found this other resource that could help their customers and they could refer each other is the exact kind of network that we try to provide. And it was just so much fun to see and to know that these relationships are going to grow over the years and really benefit our community members. And so that's just one of the ways that the Chamber helps, is just building that really strong network and referral system. We also have our events that benefit our community. And so not only we have our huge Main Street Festival, and last year was super successful. We were really excited about it. We had more vendors than we had had for many, many years. We had more entertainment. We had our wrestlers, which was brand new to the whole thing. And I think it really brought this excitement back to our downtown and our community. You know, Main Street Festival for me has always been the end of summer. So, you know, your kids are going back to school, and so they're getting excited about buying their supplies and getting ready for school, and parents are getting ready to send them back. So I always say Main Street Festival is right before school starts, summer's ending. And so it's this exciting time for our community. And so these events like Main Street Festival, like Winterfest, we have our craft beer fest. Those are all our community events that really showcase what our community is all about, and the connections that we all have and the enjoyment we can have together.
Sure. Yeah, I know the Chocolate Walk is one.
Chocolate Walk is
popular,
one.
And
yeah.
Several others.
Yeah, that one
Golf
always
outing.
sells out.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, local businesses, they faced a lot of big challenges over the last couple of years. And how's the Chamber helped with, the challenges that we faced for 24 months now? Sure.
Well, I think the fact that everyone kind of stepped back and reassessed what they were doing, and those networks that were already created for our Chamber members, I feel like they leaned on each other during that time. And some networking was still going on through Zoom, so you had an opportunity to really talk about those things that were affecting each business and maybe how this business was doing it differently, and changing the way they handled things, whether it was providing some sort of takeout instead of the dining in all the time, and those kinds of opportunities to create a good connection with their customers and keep it that way. We also tried to really provide information to the businesses about PPP loans, and finding out what our local banks were offering for our businesses, and they could take advantage of reaching out to some of our Chamber members that were banks and the individuals that we trusted at these banks to help them find the funds to really continue on and find the way that they could to properly use that money to keep their staff afloat and to be able to buy their inventory. So there were numerous ways that I felt like the Chamber helped, but one of the biggest one was, I think, just being a resource of information for our businesses and what was going on, whether it was state provided or national.
Sure, that's great. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
On a personal note, and I know that the Chamber is very helpful in honoring some teachers, and I know there's an award that you can share with us a little bit about, but what is the Chamber of Commerce Teacher of the Month program? How's it work? Who gets involved? And I know we meet and communicate and then meet at a school and get to surprise a teacher.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So this has been going on for the past 5 years, and it's a partnership between the Chamber, the North Canton City Schools, St. Paul's is also involved once a year, and Westfield Bank and Starbucks. And we all come together to show appreciation for those teachers in each of the individual schools that go above and beyond, not just with the students, but with their peers and the team that makes up all of these schools and overall the whole North Canton City School District. So each month we get in touch with you at the school, and you reach out to the different branches of the school, and the principals usually, they each have their own way of doing it. So some of them, which is really cool, they go to their staff and they nominate, and then they find out who got the most nominations, and that person is our educator of the month. And other ones, they have a committee that works on it. So it's kind of different to each school, but we all come together on a day during the month, and we surprise the teacher, and we bring a plaque that has their name on it, and states which month they became educator of the month. And Westfield Bank comes and they present cash to the educator, and Starbucks comes with a nice goodie bag and allows a little presentation from you and from myself and the principal usually, and it's a really wonderful way to present something to a teacher who is not knowing their impact. Right. And it's fun to watch their smile and their face and see their appreciation, because they're always appreciative to be acknowledged.
Yeah, my favorite's watching the kids react to their teachers getting it, because they're pretty pumped at that time. Yeah, and it's anytime you can bring caffeine, cash, and a nice little piece of hardware, that's always fun and get some recognition. So,
it really is, and the chamber loves that we can provide that.
Yeah, it's always funny because we ask the principals when's a good day to come, and some buildings it lands on Pajama Day or Halloween or some other unique thing, and sometimes the pictures are a lot of fun.
Yes.
So the teachers are always worried about that.
I know.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. So you mentioned a lot of the activities in the community, and the awards and the big events and stuff. Any other activities in the community that you're involved in or the chamber's involved in that you want to share?
Sure. So we do a senior showcase, which I think is really important. It is a day that we bring together our community businesses that help our aging population, and it's an opportunity for our aging population to come and see what resources we have. A lot of times, as we are aging, we don't recognize the resources that are out there that are there to allow us to stay in our homes even. And so this is a great place that's safe and comfortable for people to come and check out what kind of businesses are available to them to help them age comfortably in the place that they are. You mentioned that I worked at the library, and part of what I did at the library was outreach services, and I connected heavily with our aging population by delivering materials to them. And I really noticed the need. And it's one of the things that is really near and dear to my heart. So our senior showcase is very important. It's coming up on April 13th. We're going to be having it at the North Canton Civic Center. And so that's an exciting thing that we do provide for the community. Just to tell you one of our new events we're having this year, it's the New Berlin Fest. And it's going to be like a traditional Oktoberfest to really celebrate New Berlin as our heritage here in North Canton, because for those of you that don't know, we were known as New Berlin before North Canton. And so we are going to have a nice Oktoberfest festival around all of that on October 8th in the square of North Canton. So we're very excited about that too.
That's great. Good. Well, and so what I'm hearing you say is the chamber serves businesses, but it also serves our residents. And one of the things that folks, if you haven't checked it out, is to check out the online presence, which is very good for the North Canton Chamber at northcantonchamber.org. That's where you can see that. And not only as a chamber member, a business, you have some great resources and some things there, directories and so on, but there's also some great resources for residents to connect with our businesses. And that's so if you haven't checked that out, check out the northcantonchamber.org website, and you have some good resources and so on for both of those. But could you share with our listeners some of the information you have there?
Sure. So we have a community calendar, which is really nice because it allows you to go on and see what kind of events are happening in our community in one place. So we really try to encompass all kinds of events that are going on. Also, one of the nice things is for a local chamber is if someone's moving into the area, which is important, they will visit your chamber to see what kind of things are going on, whether it's events or actually businesses that they're looking to be a customer of and utilize. And so we've got we have our membership directory on there, which is digital, which is also very nice. It has stories about our community in it, and our local businesses, and it has the directory of all of not only our businesses by category, but alphabetical as well, so it's easy to access. And in there it has lists of churches and restaurants and all the things that somebody who would be moving into the community would really want to see. So we're also building on that website. So we just launched the new website in August of 2021. And as everybody who goes to websites know, it's an ever-evolving kind of a process. Right. But we're really trying to add some other options in there for our businesses that would in turn go to our community. So any kind of deals that they are having, they can post them on there and people can go on and utilize those. So I was at networking lunch today and I was just talking to one of the reps from the North Canton YMCA, and they're running a special right now until the end of the month that if you become a member and you won't have to pay the $50 fee for the processing of your membership, great. And which is a great deal. And so she's going to go on and she's going to add that into our hot deals page. And so those kinds of things are really important for our residents to know exist.
That's great. Yeah. I'm going to go check out northcantonchamber.org to get a hot deal. That's good. Good. I know we talk as a board about new members, and we have a lot of members, but you mentioned the new members and always recruiting, always trying to provide a benefit for those. Any recent new members that you like to celebrate or want to tell us about?
Sure. Yeah. This isn't necessarily a new member, but they just opened up. So Whole Latte Love just opened up on South Main Street, which is really exciting. They've been working on opening their business, and so they help our community members that have disability that can continue to train and work as they grow and get out of schooling. So it's a great opportunity to go in and get some coffee and get some pastries and sit down and enjoy, especially on our cold winter days, and enjoy the city. So also in the same plaza is a new member called Captivating Closet, and she is a clothing retail. She was completely on e-commerce before opening up her business last summer, and she has some really fabulous items. Not only does she sell clothes, but she has puzzles and things like that. So it's a really great place, and I would say check them out whenever you can. And Howlin' Bird's been around they just had their 1 year anniversary. So I love them, and
Me too.
Yeah, I recommend going there and trying their food if you haven't tried it, because it's really a great place.
It is, and it's great that they're right downtown.
Exactly.
And the new or the updated parking behind with St. Paul's and that area there behind City Hall and in that area makes it so convenient to go to some of those areas. So yeah, appreciate that.
Exactly.
You've been in this position for a couple of years. You were library prior to that. You're a lifetime resident. Mm-hmm. Tell us what you think of some of the advantages of living and working in North Canton or near North Canton.
Sure. I would say number one is safety. This community is one of the safest communities I've seen in, I don't know. I can't say that I've been to too many communities that are as safe as this one. You can walk up and down the streets and feel good about it and not be looking over your shoulder all the time. You can go to the trails and feel safe. That is number one to me. I feel like it's one of those personal needs that we all like to have. So that's number one. And this community has such pride. We definitely are proud of what we have, what we can have, because we all have these visions of what it will look like, 5 years from now or 10 years from now. But even just what we currently have, we are so proud of it and are always willing to share it with other people. And that willingness to be there with open arms for other people, it has always been something that I've loved about this community. And it keeps me here.
Sure. Yeah, great. It's a great place to live, work, and raise kids.
Absolutely,
and,
yeah.
I think that's shown through the Chamber's work with our businesses, the city, the city of North Canton.
Absolutely.
And how that operates. And then also the education leg is Walsh University. And
yes.
Of course, the North Canton City Schools, Hoover Vikings, and
for
so
sure.
on. So I guess you call it a great place to live because of the synergy of all those that works together.
That's a perfect way to say it. Yes,
great place to do business and so on. So good. We appreciate you having to stop by today to talk to us. And anything else you want to share, either about the Chamber or anything you'd like our listeners to hear?
Well, I think that I just want to say I hope to see everybody at all of our events coming up. Not only do we have Main Street Festival, Chocolate Walk, and our Craft Beer Fest on May 21st. We have Winterfest in December, and we have the New Berlin Fest in October. So I really hope that everybody will come out and support the Chamber, because in turn you're supporting our local businesses. And honestly, that's what we're all about. So please come out and enjoy yourselves.
Right. Yeah, it's a great thing. You almost have a pretty large event almost every month or several a month. And I know I don't need to tell you that, but
right.
you're not sitting around thinking things to do, are you?
No, I'm pretty busy, but always looking for the next big thing that could really make a great community event.
Sure. Serve our businesses and serve our community. So we appreciate you coming by. And Keri Burick, we appreciate you and thank you. And love to work with you.
Thank you, Jeff. I always appreciate the schools. So
great. Thanks. Thanks for joining us, and we hope that you listen to next week's podcast when we talk to Chris Triner. Chris is our art department chair and teacher at Hoover High School. He's widely respected as an artist and teacher, and we look forward to hearing about art education in North Canton City Schools. If you have any questions or comments about our podcast, please feel free to contact us at vikingspotlight@northcantonschools.org. It's an email at vikingspotlight@northcantonschools.org. And appreciate everybody listening. And please share and forward our podcast to other folks. We'd appreciate comments or questions at the email I just mentioned. And also don't forget to check out the Chamber at northcantonchamber.org. Have a great day and go Vikings.